I just shot an entire 37-minute YouTube video in this look, and it is just so blotchy and horrible. I just deleted the whole thing, and now we're starting over. So stay till the end, because this is the crappy look. I'm going to take this all off. We're going to do a better look. So stay tuned for summer Bronzey makeup, drugstore edition. Okay, hi, I'm Michelle Spieler. I'm a 25-year professional makeup artist, and sometimes things still don't work out. My last video, I looked so blotchy, so reddish. It was just a mess, and it's because I used this Physicians Formula Butter Glow, which is a really pretty liquid bronzer, but I did it over this, which was a really dry, gripping SPF. This is Inky List. I did not use this right now. I took it all off. I might give this to like my daughter's friends or something. And then this was just sticking in weird places. But when I did this on my hand over a beautiful SPF, it looked like self-tanner. And so I'm going to take this to the beach and wear it on the beach over this, because this lightens my face. But then, you know, if you self-tan your body, you want your face to look self-tan. I stopped self-tanning my face because it made all of my hyperpigmentation even darker. I don't want my sunspots darker. So this was actually really pretty, but it didn't go on right. So that's for another time. Maybe I'll show you next week at the beach, or in 2 weeks at the beach, how pretty this is together. Then I thought, okay, I just did a Bronzey video on Wednesday using all my Saint products, all creams. How do I show women who don't want to wear creams, or women with oily skin, how to get that really pretty bronzy summer look with drugstore makeup, not using a bunch of creams? Okay, so I'm going to show you today what we're going to do. I'm going to start with eyes, because that way if anything gets messy, we can then get rid of it real quick. So I love these little e.l.f. palettes. They are only $3. I think they're exactly $3. So I'm going to take this really pretty bronzy color, and I'm going to go on my whole eye. Now you could do an eye primer under this if you wanted, but I'm not going to, because simply it's summer and I want less layers, and I find these e.l.f. shadows stay on pretty darn well. Now I left my mascara on from the last video that I deleted, but I will tell you that I specifically chose Essence Bye Bye Panda Eyes because it's a tubing mascara, okay? And tubing mascaras don't flake, they don't clump, they don't smear, because they're creating little hollow tubes around each lash. Think of like a hollow spaghetti noodle. And then when it comes off at night, it only comes off with warm to hot water removal. No chemicals, no cleansers will take this off. But it releases with warm to hot water, and they come off in like little tubes. So I use this a lot in the summer. I also use my Thrive, but this is 24 plus shipping. This is only $4.99. I get it at Ulta, and doggone it, it works. And it's even on my lower lashes. And I just used cleansing balm on my whole face to take off the last mess. And this stayed on beautifully because I didn't touch it. Okay, so I still have that on, and that way it's going to save us time today anyway. Okay, I am going to show you real quick. We are going to do bronzer in the crease, big surprise. So this is the Physicians Formula. This is the Minoy Butter Bronzer, but I like it in matte because it's not, there's no mica. It's not shimmery. It just blends in beautifully to skin. They call it butter for a reason. It really does blend like butter. I personally don't love the smell of Physicians Formula. It has kind of a artificial coconut smell, but for drugstore, it really is very, very pretty makeup. And this is just their matte. I don't know if the matte comes in different levels. I'm imagining there must be something darker than this for deeper skin. But there we go. All we have on our eyes is a little bit of powder bronzer for my oily girls, and then a little bit of this beautiful e.l.f. palette. Now I can even take the tiniest bit let's see I can take this light color, go right in here, give it a little shimmer on the inner eye, just like I did with my Saint the other day. Tiny bit under the brow bone. And now you just have that pretty glowy inner eye, which I love. Then I can go in with a little bit of a pencil brush and this dark color. And I'm just gonna go kind of in the lash line and then a little bit on the outer eyes. But we're not doing a lot of makeup because again, this is summer makeup, but I like to make it kind of smudgy in that outer corner. But you see how fast and easy this is. In the summer, I don't like a lot of eye makeup. I keep my eye makeup pretty darn simple in the summer, especially now that I'm wearing Lashify more. Now I'm not wearing Lashify at all this week. I wanted to give myself like a week to just get used to not having it. But look at how pretty that is. And then you can go back in with the brush that has the bronzer. Kind of just smoke it all together. And there we go. Our eyes are on and they're really pretty for summer. Isn't that easy? $3. $3 and $5. We're up to $8 for the eyes. I'll do my brows real quick. Real quick. This is the Maybelline pencil. I love the Maybelline pencil. I think anyone can use this Maybelline pencil. It is the Ultra Brow. It's super skinny. It makes nice little hair strokes. And I absolutely love this pencil. I even am on their website. You can see me on the Maybelline website for this brow product. And that was such an honor for me. And to be honest, it paid for about half of my facelift. If you're new here, I had a facelift on February 1st. So thank you, Maybelline. Thank you, YouTube. Pretty much that's what covered my surgery. Okay, there we go. Love the Maybelline brows. Again, we're doing super fast and easy for summer, right? Okay, here we go. These are for my more oily combo women, but even women like myself with normal to dry skin can do this same trick. We are going to take the new what is this? Butter Glow concealer. It's really nice. And no, I'm not going to go under the eye. I'm going to go, watch this. I'm going to go down the center of the nose. Just like that, okay? And we're just going to work one little area at a time because I don't want it to dry on us. But we're not doing the whole face. So watch this. Watch what we're doing. I got a new mirror set up too, so I can actually kind of do my makeup as I look in a mirror and the phone at the same time. Okay, so let me look at that really close up. Let me get my magnet. Look how nice that looks on my forehead. Oh yeah, it looks fantastic. Okay, and now we're gonna go down the nose. This way we're not wearing a heavy foundation in the summer. We're just, look at these huge dents on my nose from my readers. I wish they made contact lenses for readers, but they don't. I could put my demi color corrector there, but this is not a demi video. Okay, and then watch this. I'm just gonna kind of go on the inner face a little here. Just little bits of kind of a glowy, and you can see it's not so glowy that an oily skin wouldn't like it. I'm going to do a lighter color under the eye. Whatever's left on the brush, I'm just lightly. But look at how little we're using. We're talking like a few little dots, and look at that. Let me tell you, this is a much better video than what I just deleted. It was such a mess. I was actually cracking myself up laughing in the whole video. I looked like an Oompa Loompa, and not in a good way. Okay. I love how that looks. I love this so much, I'm taking this exact method to TikTok next week. Okay, don't worry if it doesn't blend everywhere because we're gonna do bronzer. Remember, we're just trying to even out. You can even take your fingers. We're just trying to even out real quick without giving ourselves a lot of makeup, okay? And then I'm gonna do a couple little lighter dots there. Okay, we're going a little bit lighter. And look at the tip of this. It's like a beauty blender. It's like a really soft, spongy beauty blender, but I don't want to use that and dirty it up. I really prefer just using a brush and my fingers. Okay, all right. Oh my gosh, already this is looking a million times better. Oh, I will say this, and I said this in the last video, this is a really beautiful concealer. This might be the prettiest concealer I've ever seen from a drugstore product. It's very hydrating, and I had it on for hours and it did not crease. Now, I'm going to use a fluffy brush for the eyes because it kind of puts it on feathery, so we're not going too heavy with it, and it kind of helps it get into the little nooks and crannies. Now you notice I'm not taking it all the way up to the lashes because we have a little natural shadow under the eye, and that's what keeps our eyes looking dimensional. You take a light concealer all the way up to your lash line and you've now just made your eyes look smaller. Okay, look at that. Very nice. Fluffy brush is the trick. And do you see how little I used? And I'm only using it right in here. But when I say this did not crease, it didn't. I had it on for hours because I've been editing all this time. I've been downstairs in my office. This is my studio. I've been downstairs in my office editing this YouTube, and I was like, this looks horrible. And then I went into my bathroom and turned the lights on, and I'm like, this is ugly makeup. And I had to just take it all off. I just had to take it all off because I'm here to teach you guys. If I can't make it look good on me, how am I supposed to expect you to look good in it, you know? Okay, now I want you to see, do you see that concealer, how it has a beautiful glow? Okay, I feel fantastic. Okay, we're gonna do a little bit of powder. Now this, I don't think I have a drugstore powder right now. So pardon me, so I'm just gonna real quickly use a powder off camera because why? We're gonna use powder bronzer, and powder blends best on powder, okay? So I wanna go into all the areas where I'm gonna use bronzer, right? So always use a little bit of powder. Okay, but looks good, right? Just looks like a real natural skin, okay? Now, bronzer time. So I'm going back to this matte Manoy bronzer, and let me get a really nice, let's do this brush. And then we're just gonna start bronzing. And we're gonna look like real pretty close up because we're the Look Good Close Up Club. For crying out loud, I cannot believe how bad I looked. And I let myself continue to film, and then I actually went down and edited it and thought, oh, it's no big deal that it looks blotchy and oompa loompa and they'll get it. No, I can't put that out there. I can't do that to you guys. Okay, now I'm not going super bronzy. You could actually, they have deeper colors than this. I don't know if they do deeper in the matte, but they must. Now I've already got the bronzer on the eyes. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad I listened to my gut and just deleted that last video because this is looking so much better. Look at this. Anyone can do this. And now It works even for my oily and combo girls. Not everyone wants to wear cream makeup. I acknowledge that and I respect that. I love cream makeup best. But on days where I was working 16 hours in Wilmington on a television show and it was, you know, hot and swampy, I would probably skip most makeup. Or if I was out doing photography, because I used to be a professional family photographer, I never wore cream makeup. I couldn't wear cream blush. I couldn't wear anything that could transfer onto the back camera. So I wore powders. I wore a lot of Bare Minerals. I didn't always feel as pretty, but you have to consider what work you're doing. So maybe you're a nurse. Maybe you're someone who works out in the field and you work outside. You know, you can't always have cream makeup on. Some women can, but some just can't pull it off. Okay. Really pretty. And look, do you still see there's still a glow? Now, they've also got these really pretty Butter Glow highlighters. Okay. So we're going to do a little highlighter today because you know me, I want to look more like a glazed donut. They've also got a liquid, but I'm nervous to try that, so we're going to skip that. And they also have a really nice setting powder that we're going to use in just a moment. Okay, now let's use this really pretty, let's see. I don't know, maybe I want the darker one. This might be too light for me. I might need the darker one, so let's try the darker one real quick. We'll see what this one looks like. I know there's someone out there that says, show me the darker one. Where are you, Marita? Are you watching this? My friend Marita has deeper skin than me, so she would probably be like, show us the darker one. Okay, let's see. Oh yeah, the darker one's prettier. It's got a little bit more of a copper shimmer. We're doing this. Now, you could totally 100%, you could 100% do the lighter one, but I'm gonna do this one because it's gonna look a little bit like, oh yeah, do you see that glow? It's giving me a deeper bronzy glow where the other one would have made me look lighter. I don't want to look lighter. I want to look like a bronzy glow. That's why I've titled this Bronzy Summer Makeup. And we're just going on the cheeks, a little bit above the brow, nose, maybe top of the forehead a little bit. Okay. I like that. That works. Do you see that real pretty? Do you see that beautiful shimmer? But it's a powder. So you girls who have the more oily skin, look at my nose. Okay, let's see what it looks like close up. Let me see. Oh, my mirror's filthy. Okay, let's see. Yep. It's very pretty. It's very pretty. My concealer looks pretty. This glow, it somehow blurs my pores too. Maybe, oh, you know what? I bet that's the concealer. What do we think? That's really pretty. I think I'm gonna do a little bit of this out here too. You know how I like to bring my blush on the outer eye? Look at that. Gave me more dimension. Put a little shadow under the lip. Okay. This is already looking so much better than before. Okay, now I want to do a NYX pencil. Because Physicians Formula sent me long-lasting lipstick, and it is so pretty. It is as good it's as good as like any high-end ones I've tried. It's called their Diamond Last, okay? And they create the texture looks like a rose petal. It's just so soft and velvety. So this one is the Majestic Mauve, okay? So for you women that like plum. And then in the first video, I had this one, which is Rose Quartz. So it's kind of a warm rose, but honestly, it turned a little more mauve on me. Not a bad thing. And that's the Topaz. So you know I'm going to do the Topaz. I mean, this really seriously... This feels a lot like Fenty or House Labs. And I think these are like 10 bucks. Diamond Last. Now their glosses come in a shiny packaging. This is frosted to let you know that it's going to be more of that velvety finish. Look at that. I love it. But look at the colors. Look. Majestic Mauve, Rose Quartz, Topaz. Those are beautiful. Oh, and they don't want to come off either. Okay. So loving this look. Love, love, love. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take the setting spray. This is their Diamond Setter Mineral Water. Okay, I know that was a lot, but remember, women don't put enough setting spray on. Women do not put enough setting spray on. You want to really lock it in. Now, if you were wearing cream makeup, I would say setting spray first, then powder last. But because we're just wearing a little bit of concealer with powder bronzer and powder, we can totally get away. Do you see that glow? That's like a J-Lo glow. I'm really glad I redid this video. I'm really glad. Now, in my last video, I had on the Milani. Very pretty. It's a cream blush. But you know what we're going to do? We're going to do Pixie. The reason why I want to do Pixie is look at this color. It looks like a little sunburn, just like I did Wednesday night in my other video. Okay, so I want, watch this. We're gonna go in that little pattern of sunburn that we got when we were a kid. Kind of down the sides of the nose. I love it because it's like a deodorant. It's nice. It blends really easily. Isn't that cute? It looks just like a cute little sunburn. And what I like about this, it's not real creamy. So for my gals that are a little bit leery of any type of creamy, dewy makeup, this isn't. I bought this in the winter. And I literally bought it for summer, but I'm like, oh, if I don't get it now, it always sells out. Look, I even have the raccoon eyes that look like I've really been to the beach. And then I like a little bit up there. Okay, so that's the Pixie. And it's the really cute ruby one. Now, look, I even look like I got a little bit of a, I love it. So now take your original brush that had on that little bit of concealer. And we're gonna just kind of blend it all out. I love it. I love it. This is so much better, and close up, it's very pretty close up. Very pretty close up. Much better than what we had earlier. Okay, let's fix the hair. I love it. And now we also just shaved 12 minutes off the video. So cute. It's so cute. And you know what? I could actually have just stayed with the darker concealer. I don't like the light one as much. I would have stayed with this. Plus it's giving me a little bit of a raccoon look. But you know what? If we went to the beach and wore sunglasses, we would have a little bit of that look, wouldn't we? There, that's a little bit more blended. That's better. What do we think? And then I'm gonna put just the tiniest bit of diamond gloss over it. Now this was all PR. Everything I'm using today is pretty much PR, but I don't have to talk about any of it. I bought my own e.l.f., I bought my own Panda, I bought my own Pixie. Everything else, and brushes I bought, Maybelline pencil I bought, but everything else is, all the Physicians Formula was gifted to me. And I thought, what a fun video to do with summer coming up, with Memorial Day next week. Just a really bronzy, glowy, I've been in the sun all day, except without the sun damage. I love it. I'm so glad I reshot this. Tell me what you think in comments. Would you try this? Are you wanting to go out and try any of these products? I will show you real quick. I want to show you real quick on the back of my hand, and then I will show you when I'm at the beach. We're going to put on my favorite SPF, the Naked Sundays. Okay. I still have the stains from the lipstick. Okay. I want to show you real quick how this liquid bronzer looked. It looked terrible on my skin earlier, but that's because I put it over the wrong kind of SPF, and I put it on with my fingers, and it really needs to be buffed on. Look at that. Look at that. See, it looks like you have self-tanner on, and it's not blotchy. Look, that's not blotchy at all. It was blotchy on my face because I did it over this. Now I know better. This was sticky and patchy and grabby, but this is my favorite, and it lightens up my skin a little bit. So then if I have self-tanner on my body, this will feel like I have self-tanner. So I just used it wrong. I'm going to use this more in videos upcoming, especially maybe YouTube shorts. But I actually really, really like their liquid bronzer. I think this is $16.99. So I didn't do it justice. I didn't do it right. I didn't test it out before I did the YouTube. And sometimes things just don't go well when you don't test it out first. How does this go on here? I don't know. Here we go. All right. Anyway, happy accidents, right? It all happens for a reason. I also got the new Dyson tool. I don't know if anyone wants to hear about that, but it's pretty fabulous. It takes your hair from wet to straight. It's like a blow dryer and straightener in one, and it doesn't use heat or high heat. And I did my whole head in 15 minutes or less. Pretty fabulous. It's expensive though, but I bought it with my own money for Mother's Day. Anyway, thank you for being here. I hope that helped. I'm really trying to do more drugstore videos for those of you who are on a budget. And I am very impressed with this new Butter Glow Concealer, but I like the medium to tan on me. I don't love this light to medium. I like the medium to tan. It is pretty though. It's got a beautiful glow and it doesn't crease. Nope. Nope, no creasing. I mean, granted, I've only had it on a few minutes, but like I said, I wore it for hours today and it didn't crease. Thank you for being here. I will see you next week. God loves you and so do I. Bye for now.